सर क्वेश्चन पेपर की जेरॉक्स कॉपी है आपके पास?
है मेरे पास। यहाँ से मैं कैसे स्टॉप कर सकता हूँ इसको, बिकॉज मुझे सिर्फ ना ये कमेंट्स देखने होते हैं इनके। कैसे स्टॉप कर सकते हैं? स्टॉप। Okay, good morning everybody. We'll start today's session with sample paper 3. We have already discussed about the pattern, the structure of the paper in the last session. So we can just go along with discussing the section A of this paper today. So if we go along with this paper, as discussed earlier, the section A is consisting of 20 questions, 1 marks each. Now let us start with this. This paper is already circulated to you, this paper number 3. So if you have that one, you can open up. The first one is the LCM of two numbers is 2400. Which of the following cannot be their SCF? And 4 options are given. So given is the LCM, the question number 1. LCM given to us is 2400, and we have to say about the SCF. There are, you can see 4 options are there. It is 300, 400, 500. This is 300, 400, 500, and the last one is 600. So how we can decide about which of the following is not going to be the SCF of given two numbers? Only LCM is given. So in this one, you can see that option C is correct. It cannot be the SCF of the given two numbers. The reason being, always the SCF of two numbers is a factor of LCM of the given number. So if we can check it, 2400 has the factors 300, 400 and 600, but 500 is not a factor of that LCM. So option C will be correct. Now come to the question number 2. In question number 2, the product of LCM and SCF is given. That is 50. And out of the two numbers, one number is given, that is 10. So we have to find the other number. As you know, the product of the numbers is always equal to the product of their LCM and SCF. So in this case, one number is known, that is 10, another we have to find, but we know this one, the product of LCM and SCF, that is 50. So the other number will be 50 upon 10, that is 5. And in this one the option C was correct. So you can see the options here. In this one, option C is 5. So for second, the option C is correct. Now coming to question number 3. In question number 3, the zeros of a quadratic polynomial are given. They are 1 and 1. You also call it as alpha and beta. So there are 4 quadratic polynomials are given to you. One way is you can solve them to find their zeros and you can choose the correct option. So here we find that the option B is correct. So the option B here is x square minus 2x plus 1. If we factorize it, you can find that it is x minus 1 and x minus 1. That gives me the value of alpha and beta as 1 and 1. So you can write in the comments if you are not able to understand any of these questions. Now in question number 4, we are given two triangles. They are similar, ABC and DFE. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle DFE is given, and also some information about them is given, like angle A 30°, next given is angle C 50°, AB 5 centimeter, and AC 8 centimeter, DF is given 7.5 centimeter. As you know, by the property of the similar triangles, all the angles are equal and the sides are proportional. So by using that property, or there is another simple way, you can draw the sketch of triangle ABC and DEF. Then it will be more easier for you to understand. Let us say this is A, B, C. This is D, F, and E. Now angle A 30°, angle C 50°. You can easily calculate this angle. This will be 100°. Also we can write down their measurements, like AB is 5 centimeter, then AC is 8 centimeter, also DF is 7.5, and according to the rule of similarity, this angle will be of 100°. And also, as I said, the ratios are equal, so what we can write, AB upon DF AB upon DF will be equal to AC upon DE. So we can put in that values what given to us. This is 5 Then DF is 7.5, AC is 8, and DE we do not know. So by using this relation, you can easily calculate DE, which comes to be 12 centimeter. Now, the question is the true statement we have to find. Now you can find from this one the true statement is B option. For third also it was B. Now the question number 5. In question number 5, the information given you can draw it on a coordinate system to understand it better. So always when you get such kind of question, draw this axis, x-axis, y-axis, and as per the given information, the line PQ is somewhat here. Here is P, this is Q, and the midpoint M, which is given to us, that is 2 comma minus 5. And by the property of coordinate system, we also know that the points which lie on x-axis, they have the coordinates of this kind, x0, and the points which lie on y-axis, they have the coordinates of the nature 0 comma y. Also, by using the section formula, we know that the x coordinate of the midpoint, that is 2, will be given by 0 plus x divided by 2, and that gives me x as 4. Similarly, the same rule we can apply on the y coordinate, which is minus 5. So that will be y plus 0 upon 2, and that gives me y as minus 10. Then the coordinates of P and Q. Now the coordinates of P are going to be 0 comma minus 10, and the coordinates for Q are 4 comma 0. Now look for this option, 0 minus 10 and 4 comma 0, and that option is D. So in this case you just have to remember the section formula as applied to the midpoint of a line segment. Now question number 6. I think question number 6 is somewhat easier. There is a polynomial 293x square minus 293x. And the question is, how many zeros does the polynomial have? So in this one, you can easily factorize this. 293x will be common and x minus 1. And if I want to find the 0, so finding out 0, if I put like 0, so what will happen? This x minus 1 will give me x as 1. And this portion 293x will give me x equals to 0. That means there are two zeros possible for this. And what is the option now? Two zeros. Option C is correct. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comment box if you are not understanding anything. And also focus on these kind of methods for solving the section A of mathematics paper. Question number 7, cot theta is given as 1 by root 3. And we have to find the value of secant square theta plus cosecant square theta. So this value we have to calculate. One way is, if you remember that value table, you can easily find that this value of 1 by root 3 for cot refers to cot of 60 degree. That means here theta has a value of 60 degree. Now using this value, you can take secant square 60 degree plus cosecant square 60 degree, make square of that, and you can add like secant 60 is 2. So this will be 2 square. What about cosecant 60? It is 2 upon root 3. This will be 4 by 1 plus 4 by 3. So 3 will be the LCM. Okay. It becomes how much? 3, 4 is 12 plus 4, 16 by 3. 16 by 3 can be written as 5, 1 by 3. So which option is there? 5, 1 by 3. You have that option. D option is correct. So for this, D option is correct. Now next question number 8. Question number 8 is about a pole of 6 meter high cast a shadow of 2 root 3 meter long on the ground. Then you have to find the sun's elevation. So in such kind of questions, you can always draw a right angle triangle. And you always know that this angle theta is the elevation angle for the sun. This is 6 meter and this is 2 root 3 meter. This is perpendicular upon base. So that means tan of theta is 6 upon 2 root 3, which gives me 3 upon root 3, and finally it will be root 3. And this value corresponds to tan of 60 degree. So the angle of elevation for the sun is 60 degree. And which option is correct? Option A is correct for this. Okay, we are just now discussing every type of questions which are possible in section A. So whenever that topic comes, you can note down that one. We have already done one on the coordinate geometry. You can find the previous part of this video. You can get that. Now the question number 9. Now in question number 9, there is a circle which has a center O. Then you have a tangent here which is a DC. Then another tangent. This C point should be somewhere here. This is C point. We can remove this one. this is point B. From this D point, we draw another tangent which goes to A. Then A, B, this is AB basically. And you know this one. Okay. Now all these are joined like this D, C, B and A. And this angle is of 125 degrees given to us. COD we have to find. This angle COD we have to find. So how we can calculate this one? If you refer to your NCERT book, we came across a theorem which says that quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtends supplementary angles at the center of the circle. That means the sum of angle AOB and COD, angle AOB and angle COD, these angles should be supplementary, that is 180 degree. And you already know AOB, that is 125. So angle COD will be equal to 180 minus 125, and that will be 55 degree. So just can you see that option? 55 degree. 55 degree for 9th is option D. Now some questions are exactly similar what we discussed earlier. Like the 10th question is at the same. 10th question is same as the question number 4. So these kind of figure based questions, basically you have to remember that go through the solved examples on the triangles, circles, tangents and the other rules. And if you remember those theorems, examples and the relation between the different angles, it will be more easier for you to do these kind of questions. 11th question is also based on the same concept. Then we go to question number 12. Question number 12. The diameter of a circle whose area is equal to the sum of the areas of two circles of radii 24 and 7. That means there are two circles, one having a radius r1, that is 24 centimeter, and another having a radius r2, which is 7 centimeter. Third circle is a bigger circle having area equal to areas of these two. And we have to find the diameter for that bigger circle. How we can do this? So now radius for this, let us say capital R for the bigger circle. You know that the area of the bigger circle is equal to sum of the areas of these two small circles. So that can be written as pi r square. We can take pi as common. R1 square plus R2 square. This pi will be cancelled out. So this R square is equal to, what is R1 now? That is 24 square plus 7 square. And by this you get the capital R. This will be 625, which finally we get R as 25 centimeter. And what about the diameter? It will be twice of this, so 50 centimeter. And which option is correct here for 50 centimeter? 12th question, 50 centimeter is D option. Now the question number 13. If two solid hemispheres of the same base radius r are joined together along their bases, then curved surface area of the resulting solid. I think this is a somewhat tricky question. Nothing is there in this question. Just you have to understand, if there are two hemispheres and having the same radius, this also have radius r, this also have radius r. And if you join them base wise, so what will happen? Basically they will result in a bigger sphere, that's all, of radius r. And we already know that this area, surface area, is given by 4 pi r square. So what is that option for 4 pi r square? Is A option. Now some questions from statistics. Like this one, question number 14. While computing mean of group data, we assume that the frequencies are. When we find mean, so what we exactly do? We generally use this formula. Sum of Fixi upon sum of Fi. Now what does that mean? We take these all frequencies concentrated to be at the class marks of the classes. If I have the class like for example 10 to 20, this is the lower limit of the class, this is the upper limit. So how I find this xi for each class is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So that is 10 plus 20 divided by 2 and 30 by 2, that is 15. So exactly what we are doing, we are assuming that all the frequencies, they are concentrated at the class mark of the class intervals. So what is that option here in 14? That is option B. Now question number 15 or similar questions can be there from area related to circles. The area of a quadrant of a circle where the circumference is given. Now the circumference is given by 2 pi r. This is the complete circumference from the circle. And this value is given to us as 176 meters. And we have to find area of the quadrant. Area of the quadrant is basically we have to calculate pi r square by 4. This value we have to calculate. So 1/4 of a circle we take it as the quadrant. So one way is you can calculate the radius by that given circumference and put that value of radius into the formula of area. So by doing so, what we can get now, if we calculate this one, this radius comes to be 28. And you can put that value of radius in this formula to find the area. That will be 5 into square of 28 and this divided by 4. and this value comes to be 616 meters square. And if you look for that option, the option is C. There will be two questions based on probability in this section. So question number 16. This is now if you have two identical dice and you throw them simultaneously, you will get some results. And the question is, we have to find out the probability that the product of the numbers is 12. Now, there we can find the total possibilities are the 36 outcomes. Out of those combinations, how many will be having a product of 12? So they are 2, 6. We can count them. Is 2, 6. Another possibility is 6, 2. What else we can have? This is 3 and 4, and also 4 and 3. So total 4 possibilities or 4 combinations we have where we can get the product of 12. So what will be the probability of such an event? It will be 4 upon 36, and 4 upon 36 means this probability comes to be 1 by 9. So for 16th, 1 by 9 is the B option. So the B option is correct here. 17th is also can be asked on the same probability. Also a question on trigonometry, like question number 18 in sample paper 3. So what is given here is sine alpha 1 by 2 and another value is given cos beta 1 by 2. We have to find the value of alpha plus beta. If you refer to that table of values given in your book, you can find sine alpha 1 by 2 corresponds to value of 30 degree and cos beta 1 by 2 corresponds to the value of 60 degree. That means this will be 30 degree plus 60 degree. It gives me 90 degree is the correct option. So for 18, option D is correct. Now the question number 19 and 20 is of the assertion and reasoning type. Here you have to understand both the statements, find their meanings properly, correlate them, and you have to choose options A, B, C, D. So if you find that both are correct and they are the correct explanation of each other, then option A. Both are correct but they are not the explanation, then C option will be A is true, R is false, and D option will be A is false and R is true. Like in 19th, question number 19, a statement is given to you which says that if product of two numbers 2890 and their SCF is 17, then their LCM is 450. Reason is LCM is always greater than SCF. So here we find that in 19th, that the product of the numbers is not equal to the SCF and LCM product. So assertion is wrong, but the reason is true. So we'll write here the option number D. So similarly, you can go through your sample papers, whatever you have with you, and you just try to solve them as many as possible. Next session we will be discussing about the 2 marks questions and 3 marks questions. So this section A completes here, because this section is having 20 marks weightage and 1 mark each question. So you have to be careful about this one, that you should not consume more time on this section. And also for this section, I will advise you to go through your NCERT book, specifically the solved questions, then the value table for this, like 30, 45 degree, 60 degree angles, the trigonometric ratios, the relations between the trigonometric ratios, that you learn properly. And I think you will consume very less time if you have this knowledge in hand. Okay, and we'll meet into the next session with 2 and 3 marks section.